Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hugo Quintanilla here with another live Sell Smart Top 10 Secrets to Making Your Home Stand Out in the Digital Market. That's going to be today's topic. So, thank you all again for tuning in. And please feel free and share the live with anyone that you know that might like some of this information and could benefit from a little bit more knowledge about real estate in their lives. I am your realtor, Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster, North Potomac, Rockville. Again, it is always a pleasure to speak with all of you on these late night chats that we have. Today's topic: Sell Smart Top 10 Secrets to Making Your Home Stand Out in the Digital Age. Let's get started. I hope you all are having a great day. Number one, introduction: the importance of digital marketing. In today's fast paced market, digital marketing is not just an option, it's essential. Over 90% of buyers start their home hunting online. This shift means the first showing happens not in your living room, but on the screen of a smartphone or computer. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the truth of the matter. The fact is, people see the images, see the videos, and they make judgments already by the time they get to the property. You already have more or less an idea. The only time you're really wowed by a home is when you're genuinely expecting maybe something else, or maybe you haven't even really looked at the property. I experience that feeling more than anything when I have clients that allow me to select the properties versus when I have clients that like to select the properties themselves. And it really depends on how you want to work, but that's the fact. 90% of buyers start their home hunting online. Low cost to entry. It's very easy to do. You can ask a lot of questions free of charge from a lot of different sources so you can compile the best information for you and your situation. And to be honest, with the digital marketing, the reach is global. It is not just the local newspaper reach, it is international. So you could have a buyer that is millions of miles away and probably not millions, thousands of miles away, and probably could still purchase the property relatively quickly. So, number two, professional photography is probably one of the first things that I do for a client is make sure that they set their best foot forward by having a great cover shot. The first impression counts. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and in real estate, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Professional photos can make your listing pop and stand out in a crowded real estate market. Make sure your home's best features like big windows or gourmet kitchens are highlighted beautifully. And that goes without saying. You should always highlight the key features that most people think of so that you can maximize exposure. But more than anything, the importance of good quality photography is a consistent image that is high quality, usable on many platforms with a good format. I can't tell you how many people have photographers that don't know how to properly format their pictures and size them correctly for Bright MLS. There's a specific format for the MLSs. And when you input pictures into the MLSs, if the photographer is not versed in doing that correctly, know what the parameters are for that, your pictures will look wonky. And I've had situations where, people have great pictures, they come up really small. They have great pictures, they come up like really pixelated and distorted. That is the inverse problem, where you have how do you say file type issues and conversion issues. So professional photography takes the guesswork out of what seems to be a very simple thing like taking pictures. I think we've um, made it very trivial to take pictures. Yes, you can sell a property with a cell phone, yes, but professional photography stands out above and beyond, gets you more eyes on the property, and the photographs stay for as long as the listing exists into perpetuity. They're on there forever. And sometimes, even when you scrub pictures off, you will not be able to remove all the pictures. So, if you do have pictures out of your home, wouldn't you want them to be the best pictures possible? Just some food for thought. Number three, virtual tours, bringing your home to life online. This is a very new feature that I've been able to bring to my listings. I really enjoy it. A virtual 3D tour. I have a whole kit that we can just walk around your home, just virtually doing it. And, with new innovations that we're going to be seeing in the Vision Pro and a lot of the Oculus headgears that we're also, innovating on. There are so many things that you can do with virtual tours now. Anything with a LiDAR sensor will be, in essence, usable for something like that. If you don't know what a LiDAR sensor is basically a sensor that can be used with a laser beam to determine distance from an object at particular intervals. And with LiDAR, we can actually take images at different angles and different points in time, and with the LiDAR, compile them into layers so that we can almost simulate a 3D image, mesh them together, so to speak. And you can really get these great tours. So imagine giving a home tour while sitting on your couch. Virtual tours and 3D walkthroughs allow potential buyers to explore every nook and cranny of your home from anywhere in the world, increasing your home's exposure and accessibility. It really is the exciting new way that we're working on, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. So can't wait. Number four, social media strategy, reaching potential buyers where they spend time. Oof, social media. I could talk years about social media and how important it has become for marketing, for brand, for sales, client relations, communication. Really, there are so many things that social media has bridged the gap on that a lot of our own organizations have never bridged the gap on. So, with billions of active users daily, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest are the new frontiers for real estate marketing. A well crafted post or an engaging video tour can go viral, reaching thousands of potential buyers instantly. Now, you'll always have the naysayers that like to say, but Hugo, how does that translate into sales? Well, more than anything, as we all know, social media is a great place, town hall, if you will, to get your name out there, get your face in front of more people. And another great thing, as we talked about earlier, was exposure to information and low cost of entry. The same way that social media can get you out there at a very low cost, when done correctly, it can get you out there to the right people. And furthermore, it's one of these things that if you're really targeting a specific buyer, you can save yourself a lot of advertising money by using these platforms in your favor if you know how to, correctly navigate them. They really are their own town halls and community uh, dwelling places, because we no longer have what are known as third spaces, places where we can go and actually hang out and enjoy. Bars and clubs are disappearing and closing, and it's really these online forums are the only places that we're seeing really people spend time. So why not be there if the advertising is there and the avenue is there? You can reach more people in those platforms than you can on many other ones. So it's a very important part of the industry that shouldn't be overlooked. Number five, targeted online advertising, maximizing exposure. Online advertising allows us to target potential buyers based on location, interest, and browsing history. Even a modest budget can yield significant results, ensuring reach the your listings reach the right audience. Online advertising is a little bit more nuanced than social media. Online advertising has less return on investment than social media, but online advertising is by far the preferred method of corporate media and corporate advertising. It really is professional, it's polished, it's clean. Social media is social. It's more tongue in cheek, it's more risky, it is more left up to interpretation. They both are done online, one through a major platform or forum like Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. The other, the ads that you see on your browser, what you see in between when you scroll this video and start scrolling up. What ends up happening when you go into Instagram and click through your stories and then there's an ad in the middle. That's how that target marketing works. It's there's the subliminal marketing where it just so happens to just get on your page, and then there's the really directed marketing where we're looking at your cookies and what you've looked at and where you purchased and where your home is and who you are to target. And I know as realtors we have so many more tools than the average person to assist us in that data, but social media alone, it is a massive pot there that can of data that can be used in your favor. And online media, though more expensive, can definitely be very profitable if you use it correctly with online advertising. So that again is part of like the two spirit approach that you have to have when it comes to online media, because it really, the more professional corporate voice will always have a place, but social media, with its exposure and the importance that it's become in everyday news cycles, it is one of these things that can damage a brand as well as build one up. So, knowing from a strategy standpoint how to operate in certain avenues can be a lot riskier for a brand or for a property. So, I say all of that because you want to look at people's social media when you do business. Not saying that everyone has to have social media that you work with, but on social media you will find out if someone's a bad person. So do a quick Google search on them, and I'm pretty sure you'll find out what type of person they are. You'd be surprised. Number six, SEO for real estate. Getting noticed in search engines. When potential buyers type home for sale into Google, SEO helps ensure your listing rises to the top. By using specific keywords related to your home and network, we can dramatically increase visibility. I have changed my whole website for some of my listings. So it is really one of those games that's a long game. I myself have been playing the SEO, social media, Google game for about maybe 3 years seriously. And all of that work was maybe, no, well, I'll even say that the new system that Google has now is by far leaps and bounds more effective than the old system. But the world of SEO has changed. It is no longer the way it used to be starting March of this year. So, with all of that being said, you're seeing a lot of big changes when it comes to the world of SEO and how search is propagated, how properties are showing up, how listings are showing up in your recommended. So, it's going to be interesting to see in the future these things change. I like staying on top of it just because it's essential to my business. This is part of things that I offer all of you is exposure over 300 different web aggregates that put your listing out there, virtual tours, professional photography, and a few other things we'll talk about. Number seven, you can do also content marketing. For example, blogs and articles, creating engaging content that it highlights the lifestyle of your neighborhood can attract more than just buyers. It can entice lifestyle seekers, whether it's the local school cafe or the community events. Showcasing these can make your property and area more appealing. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes nothing but just talking about what you love about the home. I have a whole website dedicated to the listing that's just sitting right there with a wonderful little description about how, it's like to live in these properties, from the homeowner. These are all things that are very easy to do nowadays and very quick to execute. So, that's again another very professional, easy way to make content on a property that can go out there and reach millions of people. You know, the beauty of the internet. As always, we have the tried and true method of every favorite advertiser or marketer, the email campaign. They think it's the end all be all of every CRM in the world. Direct engagement. Email campaigns allow us to directly engage with interested buyers, keeping them updated with the latest information about your property and nudging them towards making an offer. Reg- Regular informative updates can build a relationship and maintain interest throughout the selling process. This is all talking about the selling process and what's going on there. An email blast is always great. Consistent emails are even better. So if these emails are going out to interested buyers or interested sellers, um, where is are these emails going is more important the question than anything else. And then second to, of course, are there emails being sent out? I think it's one of the staples of advertising. It's kind of like snail mail. I don't know sometimes if it ever really hits, but with snail mail, you do it because you know that it does have an effect. Though slow, a consistent farming in a certain area with certain marketing campaign can bring fruits over several years. People just get to know you. But email campaigns, I don't know if we really hold them in that high of regard. But you never know. It really depends on open rates and, again, what type of information is being sent out there about the properties that's really enticing people to open them. So, number nine, feedback and adjustments. You got to learn and adapt. Marketing isn't set in stone, so not every tactic will work for every property. By keeping track of how our strategies perform, we can tweak and refine our approach, whether it's adjusting photo angles or changing up keywords. Staying agile can help us stay ahead in the market. I have readjusted properties and made them more appealing so that we can execute on a higher price point. It is takes nothing but a little bit of engagement and thought-provoking analysis on what it is that the client's seeing and putting yourself into the client's shoes. And sometimes you get it wrong. More than anything else, you have to be flexible and knowing that, hey, maybe what I thought would look great isn't what's looking great right now, and maybe I should have listened to my realtor and done what they said. Something to think about. Number 10, summary and call to action. As always, we have one of those lovely calls to action. To wrap up, digital marketing offers powerful tools to make your home stand out in today's competitive market. Remember, the goal is to make potential buyers fall in love with your home online so they're eager to see it in person. Let's get your home ready for the spotlight and find you the perfect buyer. That's really what's it about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about getting you to the finish line from contract to close in a safe, speedy, profitable and profitable manner. To recap all the points for today, the importance of digital marketing is the simple fact that 90% of buyers start their home hunting online. Number two, professional photography. The first impression counts, so don't overlook that photographer. Number three, virtual tours bring your home to life online, and it truly is a great way to um, show properties without opening up your home to everybody that wants to come through. Number four, social media strategy, reaching potential buyers where they spend their time. Why not take the home to the living room and make it more easy to access your property and your property's information to a broader global audience than on social media? Number five, targeted online advertising, maximizing exposure, using that little uh, SEO and cookies and G4A, analyticals to try to get in there to look at how we can find the perfect buyer for you based on online data. Number six, SEO for real estate, getting noticed in search engines. What keywords do we need to use to get your house up to the top of Google, Yahoo, and all these major search engines? Number seven, content marketing, creating actual content and articles around your home and making sure that we highlight all the beautiful aspects of it and the community. Number eight, email campaigns, direct engagement, a pillar of advertising, the good old email campaign, just letting all our trusted buyers know that the property is for sale, and anyone that is in our sphere know that there is a new listing out there. Number nine, you always have to learn and adjust and adapt. So don't be a stick in the mud, and because even all of these things change, and their exposure and their benefits have all changed. For example, Pinterest still to this day is a very high ranking marker on most analyticals, but I'll tell you, people aren't spending time on Pinterest like that. It's a certain type of crowd, and it's a certain type of user. So you have to think about certain things. That does this apply to my home, and will this benefit my home or not? If my home is going to be displayed in a house goals list, maybe that might be something I want to do. But if it's my listing presentation, I don't know if that's my full campaign to put everything out there on Pinterest like that. I don't know if I want to do all that. At any rate, that's why you work with a professional, because they know what to do and what not. And if you need help with anything when it comes to real estate, buying, selling, leasing, or investing, I am a professional that can help you make it happen. I am Hugo Quintanilla, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster. So feel free and reach out. My phone number 240-389-4846. My email, hugo@lnf.com. And my website, yourrealtorhugo.com. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to speak with all of you. Tomorrow is Friday, and the last topic for the week is going to be negotiating offers, how to get the best deal. I'm going to give you some of my little insights and tricks. It's the stuff they don't want you to know, but we are going to talk about that tomorrow. So be safe, get some rest. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Share the live when you can, because we need more people than ever to check this out. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you again. Take care.